stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you would do. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself. Do a nice big stretch near Growing Way. Stretch. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. There's not too much to ask. It's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Etherius. Could we maybe? Gasp, you will? Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. Bergway is now accompanying me. Okay. Okay. Accompany get Growing Way to the designated locations. Okay. I was thinking, Davel, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task. Furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion system were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was a brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Etherius, to Allegan's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiark. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Yeah, Dalamud. Prison of Bahamut. Say, do you notice anything particular about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. But now enjoy your stream. Okay, sleep well, gaming of mine. Thank you for stopping by. You sleep well. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and the similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation of it. Thank you, gaming of mine. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed. This forest truly is great. Is the greatest. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago. With that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Etherius. Why not go and visit Etherius yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetherius we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. It must be Charlian. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hoping Heidelin would find someone who could help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and the means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. Now you're here, hopefully enjoying it yourself as much as I am. I don't like the collar on my outfit. Then you would be the greatest. You would like greatest Innsval. I knew you would like greatest Innsval. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour? A shame you missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? Lots of stuff. They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There's another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will be not necessary. If you will excuse me. Urianger, why do you have to be so secretive? What do you suppose has suddenly tickled his fancy? It is clear now that the difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetherius is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections. And I trust I am not alone in my reticence. The final days will make brave fools of us all. Back to old tricks. By now, Thancred can tell when his friends are up to something. Did Urianger seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's all right? Shola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. Perhaps you can catch up to him. Okay, where is he? He's all the way over here. I'm just going to teleport. Oh, there he goes. What's Urianji up to? Urianji appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway's burrow. What secrets is he keeping? Why must we keep so many secrets? Oh, Argos is still here. How does he not see me down here? Uriandia ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Oh, am I doing the whole sneaky follow routine like I did in Garlemald? Yep, looks like it. How do I hide? There's barely anything to hide behind. Hide behind Argos. I think I have to hide behind the rocks. When is he going to turn again? There he goes. Devil, is aught the matter? Oh, nothing. Okay, I can't get too close to him. Okay, first rock would be that one over there. There we go. Don't get too close. Hide behind rock. Gonna turn around again? Who's there? Oh, he be running now. Oh, he's slowing down. He's slowing down. He must know I'm following him. Duty complete. What's happening? Ah, he knew. He knew I was following.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Oh, sad music.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
Yeah, and I didn't get to hear you finish.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I had been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity. And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme.
You're always complicit in
Sacrifice
schemes.
averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protect.
Protest.
But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward.
Seems like the dialogue is suddenly cutting out
No
again.
effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Moonbreeder?
Dearest Moonbreeder,
Yeah.
who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today.
Maybe.
Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass.
But it is.
Thus must we struggle. Haunted by ghosts of those we have lost. Clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot?
Yeah.
How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement.
Yes, Yordle.
Strange. Scarcely can I remember.
Though if he
when
said it
last
in
we
his
spoke
old
alone,
outfit,
and so candidly.
I don't think I'd like it.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
Hey, little lurking shrimp, thank you for following. Oh, the Loporrits are listening to us.
Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Oh, now they're being secretive too. What plans do they have? In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own. A plan which they may pave a way forward for us all. May I say, for thee, there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with profound hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I asked, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? Sure, of course. Saiga skin boots. I'm gonna dye them. Better. Ooh, hands. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days. But I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Aetherius. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. And what would that ingredient be? Ah, an abundance of spongoi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation. Will do. Is that all? Nope, there's more. Okay, is there any more to fight? Surveying the nearby areas, you see no sign of potential threats. So this would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. Urianger remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magic inked. Every on's as efficacious as that crafted by the Numo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loperettes will appreciate. Devel Urianger, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Ishola has been looking all over for you, Devel. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Devel alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loperettes, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Are you insinuating I would betray the trust of Heidelin's chosen? Or worse, do anything to risk getting on Ishtola's bad side? She's clearly not one to be crossed, nor made to wait. Now off with you. Worry not, Devel. I shan't be long. Okay, where am I? Where am I going? I'm going... Where am I going? Oh, over here. I really want that mount. I'm still on level 84 quests. Everything is all right with Urianger then? That's a relief. Oh, back so soon? Oh, Devel, we thought you would be away for far longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing, but as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he's determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anything he's likely to stop and... Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest? Or perhaps it's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Well, if it's really that important... You can try using these balls, or moose flesh? Not to be confused with the other thing. Running Way's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no